With the muffler Ryan Bruckner, I'm Mike Big Tobacco Ryan, and this is part 2 of the first ever, the inaugural, the premiere, if you will, installment of Squared Circle Television. Tonight, we discuss the second half of the Netflix original series, Glow, starring Awesome Kong, Glow, among others. We wrestle, that's what we do. We're so cool, and look at my shoe. Glow.
You know who we missed in our intro last time?
No.
Carlito.
Oh, yeah.
He looks weird.
Carlito looks a little strange, and he has a huge role in episodes 5 through 10. Sorry, 6 through 10.
Yeah.
You know what? For the heck of it, why don't we just have a little bonus show part, second half, tonight, and discuss Great Balls of Fire. It's the first ever. Just like this is the first time we're doing a part 2 of Squared Circle Television. This is the first. Oh God, this is going nowhere.
It's the first ever Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view.
Pretty exciting.
I mean, it's a hell of a name. They got the rights to the song. Have you seen the?
Oh, I didn't know that.
The trailers for it. It's like Roman Reigns at the drive-in with Samoa Joe.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. And these wrestlers all going out together. They're gonna have some time. Gonna get one milkshake with 2 straws.
Yeah, just like that.
Okay, well, there's a lot riding on this event tonight because if Ryan and I are both indeed entertained by the 3+ hours of programming that the WWE Network will provide us tonight, we will insert this pay-per-view, I don't even know what you call it anymore, so I'm going to continue to call it a pay-per-view, into our Big 4, the Big 4 of our hearts. It'll be Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Great Balls of Fire. We're going to remove officially out of the Squared Circle Cinema Big 4 brackets that I just came up with right now. No one cares though.
I care.
Really? It's a big deal, right? I don't like Survivor Series. You don't like Survivor Series. What if we really
I'd like Survivor Series if it was like Survivor Series 89 or 1990 if they did it like that. Yeah, but they've bastardized the concept.
Yeah, you want it called by Jesse the Body Ventura.
Yeah, and I want, my favorite one was when they had the eliminations for each. They had elimination matches, and then the sole survivors became teams.
That doesn't
so
make
it was
any
a Tito
sense.
Santana, Hulk Hogan, and Ultimate Warrior versus like every single heel. That was fun.
Terrible. That was fun.
It was fun.
And I remember as a kid liking it, but it's like it makes absolutely no sense. I mean, we're just going to decide who's a heel and who's a face. There's no like committee to choose like which wrestler is on which team. Just all the good guys are going to get along. And what if it's like all the 5 matches on the card, all the faces win? Who are they going to wrestle?
Well, luckily it didn't work out that way.
No, they only did it once. Actually, it kind of did, because wasn't it like Hogan and Warrior versus like, Ted DiBiase, fucking Mr. Perfect. It was like 5-on-2, basically, I think.
So I watched the Glow documentary.
Oh, really?
It was sad.
Is
it
that
was
on Netflix?
really sad. Yeah, it's on Netflix.
What female wrestlers made it, basically? There's a couple I recommend. Ivory's the only one then, right? Okay,
Ivory is the only one that I really
She was the one I saw first right out of the gate, so I was like, oh, maybe there's a lot of, WWF divas that kind of made it.
There's like parts of it that are just like sad. Like some of them like lived their lives to be part of Glow. Like Glow was like a short-lived series. Not too many people like remember it, but there's like a couple. There's like this one woman in a hospital, and I think Machu Picchu is mirrored after.
Oh, really?
Her, this big lady. She was just like crying about her time in Glow, and she was like, "I gotta get out of this hospital, and I gotta get into my chair, and I gotta go to the Glow reunion."
Oh my goodness!
At the Anaheim Sheraton.
Convention. Oh, the Sheraton. Jeez,
it was somewhere.
It
just said Orange County, and it was some shitty hotel.
Wow. When was this documentary produced?
I'd have to say probably in the 2000s.
Okay, because you told me there was a documentary. I had no idea.
Yeah. But a lot of it kind of carries over. Like, the welfare queen, her name was Big Bad Mama.
Okay,
and they
so
had like a Russian chick
Okay,
too.
so it definitely mirrors
And
actual.
they had like a Britannica chick that came in on a horse, and she kind of teased on the episodes.
Oh yeah, you said you're going to get me a horse.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was the Iron Sheik type terrorist character.
And there was the rap. When you know.
Oh, okay. That makes me like it even more.
Yeah, they did, but everybody has their own raps. And what was really sad is all of them, old and middle age, do their rap
Oh wow.
together at the reunion.
Was Ivory there?
Yeah,
How does she look?
she looks good.
The same.
Yeah,
So she's the only one out of them that made it into.
she was the only, I
Would you
guess,
say the-
real wrestler out of the bunch.
Like the show, do you think the majority just had no idea? In this show, these women aren't seeking out wrestling. They just get a casting call and show up. They have no idea
Yeah,
what it is.
no, you could tell because there are a
They
lot
had
of them that still
passion for
kind of look.
wrestling, not acting, but wrestling.
A lot of them look pretty good still, and they're actresses. They're working actresses.
Wow. Huh. How long
Yeah.
did Glow last?
I think it was like 5 or 6 years.
Oh, really?
Actually,
That's a pretty good run, actually.
And one thing that they shot at the Riviera in Vegas, and that was something that I was really disappointed about.
What?
That they didn't do that on the show. That they didn't go live from the Riviera.
But that was the first. Okay, really?
That the show like was
Yeah.
produced, filmed in the Riviera. It was like an attraction.
All
At
I
the
saw was all
Riviera.
like they were just promoting it like on Hollywood and Vine. It's Glow. I
No.
thought it was all based in the San Fernando Valley, just
No.
like the show.
No, they.
Oh, that's cool.
They shot it all, and they did it in the Riviera, and that's how they got their crowd. Just people on the strip.
Okay, so they were just like in this show. They're paper in the house a little bit.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, you get free tickets to shit in Vegas all the time.
Right.
And another thing, and I didn't remember it until I saw it in the documentary. Do you remember Married with Children when Al wrestled girls?
Yeah.
That was Glow.
Really?
And at the end, he gets squashed by Big Bad Mama.
oh
he
my
thinks he
gosh.
was going to like wrestle these two hot chicks.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
And then he actually had to end up wrestling Big Bad Mama,
No
and
way.
she squashes him at the end.
That's right.
Yeah,
And wait,
that
wait,
was
wait,
Glow.
wait, is it? I'm trying to think now. Was it from the point of view of like Bud and Kelly watching the Fox on television, or were we at the event?
You're
might be
at the
thinking-
event, like they all like I wanted to like
I know it's
you
something
can't.
if I
It's
saw
not
it, I'd be
really
like, "Oh, yeah."
streaming anywhere.
Yeah.
But I wanted to find the episode, but I just couldn't find it. I only saw the clip of him getting squashed. But I remember he got into like some contest or something where he was gonna wrestle women, but it was like really hot girls, and so he
Yeah.
was like, "This is gonna be great. I'm gonna roll around and fondle these women." But
Was
then
Glow on
he actually,
Fox?
I think Glow was just syndicated.
Yeah. That's something Fox would definitely do on a Saturday night, though.
Yeah. And so he ends up having to fight Big Bad
Wow.
Mama.
Huh. So that's in the documentary.
Yeah. Yeah. And they show a lot of clips of like the comedy that they did and little like sketches that they did in between matches and stuff.
How were they?
God awful. This Glow just actually seemed like a real garbage show.
What are the parallels between the producer and the director, and the origins of it? Was it a B director, the Mark Maron character? Was
Yeah.
that someone that?
There was like a B director. There wasn't like a rich guy.
Yeah.
That wasn't really it. And everybody thought that the director was like a womanizer, and everyone had a crush on him and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of interesting watching it after watching the show. I'd
Well,
say it's sad, but
Yeah.
I'd say it's worth watching.
Yeah.
It's not that long. It's
Because I did watch
I
mostly.
think it's less than 90 minutes.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I did watch a lot. I just put the promo packages and advertisements for Glow, the show, like on a loop.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this is
Ugh.
pretty bad.
That's what they called wrestling back then.
I guess so.
So on actual wrestling, there was like a big rap battle between the Usos and the New Day
Yeah.
that people were talking about. And it kind of made me want to challenge you to a rap battle.
No. I don't accept.
Next
I don't accept.
episode.
Oh, next episode.
Next episode.
No.
6 bars.
No.
Why
Wait.
not?
So we're not freestyling. We're actually composing.
You can write. They didn't freestyle their raps. They had writers.
You know how terrible I am at freestyle. Like I was trying to freestyle that rap Britannica song, and I totally
can't
blew it at
freestyle
our
rap.
intro.
I challenge you to a 6-bar rap battle. Next
6
episode.
bar. How many measures per bar?
It's just 6 lines.
6 lines. That's it.
6 lines.
So it's like a ba da 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 da. Dee ba doo da dee 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 da ba 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 da boo ba beep ba ba da ba ba da ba da ba da ba ba da 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 ba ba.
No,
That's
no,
6.
it's more like
That's
da
6.
boo dee boo bee dee dee.
Okay.
Did a little boo ba da boo.
Nice. That's 6. That was
No.
1. Here you go. Beep boop ba boop bee dee dee bee dee boop ba ba do ba ba dee dee da da do dee dee
So
da
you
da
accept.
do. That's
you accept.
2.
You accept.
Fuck yeah, I accept. You're going
All right,
down, you
all right.
son of a bitch.
Next
what am I
episode.
typing? You were one. Oh, you're preparing for the podcast. Oh, what you typing there on that Word document? First of all, it's a Pages document. Second of all, I'm writing your fucking obituary, bro, because you're gonna die next pod.
All right, I'm excited. And one more question before we go into Glow. I watched that Hulk Hogan.
Wait, we haven't gone into Glow yet.
We haven't really gone
I
into
have
it.
nothing else to say about it.
We haven't. I watched the Hulk Hogan documentary on Netflix. Did you see that?
Oh no, it's not the Hulk Hogan documentary, right? He's just a component of it.
Yeah,
it's a part of.
He's.
The one lawsuit with Gawker is just
Yeah.
a part of it, right? It's just a
But
portion of it.
it goes. It's basically the meat of the whole documentary.
Is it really? Oh, okay, because it was the.
But I watched it. It
trailer,
was really
wasn't
good, and I'm wondering, does that count as squared circle
it? I'd
cinema?
love to.
Okay, next episode.
Okay, here's the thing. Look, we got actually. I wasn't expecting to do this, but you know what? I think maybe if you want to, we don't have to do it, but I'm just going to run it by you. Would you like to open up our viewer merch mailbag?
Viewer merch.
No, sorry,
mailbag.
viewer mail merch bag.
Merch bag.
I got this bag right here, made from Fabrics of Joanne's. My sister and I made it. Let's see. Let me open up.
There's merch.
No, it's a merch bag. There's viewer mail, like a mail.
It's a mailbag.
It's a mailbag, but like.
Why are you saying merch?
No, because it's gonna be cute. I wanted to do like a wrestling theme, like kind of wrestle it up a little bit. And you know how wrestlers always carry their merch bags. So I wanted it to be like a viewer mail merch bag, but I said it wrong because I said
I
viewer
thought you
merch.
made some merch.
No.
and we're gonna
Look,
start
doesn't this
an
look like
online store.
No, I
or
made a
something.
merch bag with my sister. We got fabric from Joanne.
It's
It was a
very lovely.
growth experience. We're
It's
now
very lovely.
closer than we've ever been. So anyway,
It's
let me
very
dig
lovely.
into here.
What did this asshole say?
Okay, this comes to us from Taylor Decay?
Taylor.
Decay? He or she writes, in an attempt to be quote-unquote fresh, y'all should review the Raimi original Spider-Man with Macho Man when the new Spider-Man comes out later this month. But this is, of course, U.S. mail takes 2 to 3 weeks.
Thanks, Rami.
I think it's
or
Kyler?
Kyler
Decay.
Decay.
I think that's a great idea.
Sure. I mean, we could watch that.
So do you want to jump right in? I mean, if it's topical, we should do it next. But then again, so is this Netflix thing.
And I wanted to watch that. The Netflix thing is topical, and I also wanted to watch Tour de Pharmacy, too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, thanks for the suggestion, but
Yeah.
I've seen that
no
movie.
thanks, Taylor.
I've seen
Go to
that
hell.
movie enough.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say about
Fuck you piece of shit. I totally couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that fucking movie again.
Yeah.
I hate Spider-Man. Spider-Man's my least favorite superhero by far.
Good.
Anyway, thanks for the suggestion, Kyler.
Yeah. We'll try to be fresh in some other way.
Yeah, quote unquote. It's like, now you're not going to actually be fresh.
By the way, thank you for writing a review.
Oh, and thanks for listening, Tyler. I mean, love you, buddy.
So, documentary, yes.
Okay.
Tour de Pharmacy on HBO. We still got to do that one too.
Okay,
with
let's
John
do
Cena.
next installment. I really do want to see that documentary.
Okay, our first ever documentary. It's
Okay.
very good. It's very
Are we
good.
ever going to get back to actual like feature films here? I don't think. I don't even know what our identity is anymore, man.
I don't know.
We're jumping right to the first ever Squared Circle Television. Like we're rebranding. We're changing the name, and now
Just
we're going to documentaries.
Documentaries are cinema.
Is it Netflix?
Yeah, but it's a feature-length film.
Okay, cool.
Movies on Netflix can go up for Oscars.
Okay, so we're gonna after this, we're gonna pump the brakes on television, right, for a little bit. We could revisit it as often as we want, but we'll do a string of movies, and a documentary is a feature film.
We're gonna go documentary. We're gonna go mockumentary.
Mockumentary.
Then we'll do some more films after that.
Okay. What wrestlers do you want to explore? I'll definitely be tapped out with Hulk Hogan after this documentary.
I might want to.
I would like to do Mr.
explore
Nanny
him a little more. Yeah, I love Mr. Nanny. I can't wait.
What if we just ran the table of every single Hulk Hogan film?
I don't think I could do that. We got to give it some space, some room to breathe. Do you remember Santa with muscles, man?
Yeah.
Oh God, we got to save some of those.
Trying to forget.
All right. So you don't have much to say about the final episodes of Glow? The final
I
half?
do. I mean, I loved it, but it was like, I should rephrase the wording here because like I was going to say predictably good, like because I knew it was going to hit a home run.
Yeah.
And it did, and it wasn't predictable as far as story goes.
There were some beautiful things
the
here,
finish
and I think
was
it's
so strong.
I think
stood
it's okay
up and
to
started clapping.
really.
The
I have
montage-
issues. I have issues with the end.
Okay, no. Okay, I did. There was a moment where I stood up and applauded, and that was during the montage with Carlito and outside
when they're learning.
When they finally hit that flying crossbody,
Yeah,
I
that was
stood
great.
up and I clapped.
Yeah.
The music, that was one of the best montages I've ever seen.
What
Especially
I
on
loved about
television.
that was, when you watch people training and wrestling, you basically see them do like flat back bumps.
Right.
That's it, and running the ropes.
Yeah.
Like you never see people learning how to jump off of the ropes.
And there was an excellent progression there. It's a move. It's a beautiful choice for move because it's a trust fall.
Yeah.
And here these two people do not see eye to eye. We're not going to spoil why, okay? Because a lot of people haven't seen this yet.
I think we can spoil a little bit since this is part 2.
I don't know. It's only been a week. A lot of people haven't seen it yet.
Nah, but I'm not going to post this until next week.
Oh, really? Okay. Go ahead. Spill the beans.
I mean, I won't spill that much, but I'm just thinking we don't have to be as careful as we were last time.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, the whole pregnancy scare part was so great. I thought it was like carried so much emotional weight. I was like,
absolutely.
I was moved.
Me too.
By that.
I was moved mainly through Mark Maron's performance at the Planned Parenthood clinic. He was still like bringing the jokes, but he wasn't trying too hard. And his sole intention was just to make her feel more comfortable.
And then he was like talking about getting donuts, but he's like, I'll wait here.
Yeah.
And then I'll go get the
super.
donuts.
Very charming.
Yeah.
Very charming.
You know what it reminded me of? Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, because that's as real as it gets. That scene, oh, man. God, that scene always brought me down. Like, that movie was so fun, and I remember there was a summer, it was just on premium cable like every other day, and I would watch it like 100 times.
And
that scene
masturbate furiously every single time.
Absolutely.
Oh, I was there too.
Absolutely.
I would even masturbate furiously to the edited TNT version.
Yeah, the one where Spicoli's like, you nerd. Instead of you dick.
You nerd.
You nerd. Any wrestlers in that movie?
I don't know.
I've seen it enough.
He might have like a wrestling poster on his wall or something. And the pregnancy test. What a cool test. It's like a little chemistry set.
What a cool test.
Why can't we go back to the 80s? And
Are
have-
you serious? First of all, it's probably insanely inaccurate. It's like
They
a
had,
19...
Like all the little test tubes.
Oh, God.
She had to wait like 3 hours. It was great. I
That's
loved
so
it.
cool.
Yeah.
That was the last thought
These
going
new-
through her mind.
These new pregnancy tests are so boring.
You are such...
Just a stick that
You are
pee
such
on.
a pig. It's like
How
she
is that
wrote
the
that
pig?
scene with the intention of women going like, yeah, God, what a miserable experience. And look how primitive the pregnancy tests were back then, you know?
They just didn't have the technology yet.
How long
How
do you
does
think
that
she
make me
waited?
a pig?
I don't know.
You're the pig.
I just always
I
wanted to
actually
call
got a woman pregnant, and she used a pregnancy test.
Nice.
So suck it.
Could you want to talk about that experience?
She just peed on the stick.
I'm
It's
not talking about the pregnancy test.
the impregnation.
I don't know.
Oh, it was around. It happened sometime around the holidays.
Really?
For sure. Yeah.
Huh?
Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's.
Had a little bit too much to drink. I know that's not true because you can't get your penis up when you have a couple cocktails.
How the hell do you know that? If anything, I get my penis up even more.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. You're so virile.
I'm
Spry.
a horny drunk.
Yeah. I love it. Great balls of fire.
Yeah. Okay, let me tell before we go into Great Balls of Fire.
I thought we were going to go into Glow.
We are in Glow.
We're in it now?
I just wanted to conclude it.
Oh.
The ending. I had major problems with the
Really?
last episode.
I loved it.
I
Because
mean,
I was expecting a predictable swerve, and it wasn't predictable.
This is a show that has been explaining wrestling to just people that don't understand it, outsiders. And so when you actually have your wrestling show, you're just gonna forget about the rules of wrestling. We have we have a tag team
Only
main
in
event
one-
match that ends with a pinfall. Then a tag team member turns on her
That can
team
happen.
member, beats her up, and pins her. Why?
Okay, the
Was
pinning part
Was
doesn't
this a
make
new match?
No, you have to have...
Then-
no, Mr. Fuji has to come out, like in WrestleMania 9, and officially sanction a new
Yeah,
match.
you
You're
have to
right there.
start
I'll
a
give
new
you
match.
That. I'll give you that.
There's no bell ring. Then somebody from the crowd challenges that person. They have a match. Then somebody else comes in and they beat that person.
Yeah.
That's not how wrestling works, god damn it. And then our two main characters
I thought it was
Break-
a great ending.
break kayfabe at the end, watch a brawl happen, and just chat with each other in front of everybody.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Huh.
That's backstage shit.
They were backstage.
They weren't. They were They were ringside.
They were a gorilla.
Standing,
They were backstage.
They were not backstage. They were standing at ringside, shoulder to shoulder, two enemies.
Wow. That's
Talking
a
in
very,
front of the crowd.
Very interesting point.
They disrespected wrestling in
You
the,
know what?
in the final episode.
I was watching it less on an analytical level and more on a cinematic level, I think, because I bought in. I was just so pleased with the fact that I didn't predict the ending, and I predicted it was going to be a swerve, and it was a swerve on a swerve on a swerve, which got a little bit much. The Mark Maron, first of all, him not being there to seek out his daughter was a little far-fetched, I think.
I like
The
that.
timing
actually.
was a little too much of a coincidence, I thought. I thought he would have been there for the whole program. And also, so did he just whisper to, what's her
Welfare
name?
Queen?
Welfare Queen just moments before, like, hey, turn on her real
I
quick.
guess
We're going to do a false. Yeah, we're. So,
But, I mean,
okay.
You can do a run in, but why are we having pinfalls? You do the run in to set up the next match, not
the
to just
pinfall did
do
bother
a
me
pinfall.
a little bit, but
And the breaking of
the
kayfabe just
ref had
pissed
no
me
idea
off.
what the hell was going on. The
Like,
ref,
nobody did,
and the ref was
I
great.
guess.
But why would those women, go for the cover? They
I
wouldn't
think
do that.
this just proves that this was written by a bunch of nerdy Hollywood liberal elitists that don't know shit about wrestling when it comes down to it.
To the finish?
Yeah.
Do you think this finish was changed?
I think they just were
Because
they'll just count
gotta
the
wrap
pin
it
and
up.
then they'll count the pin again. And then we'll just have them, talk about their relationship and the match and stuff together in front of everybody.
which was important.
Does Dusty Rhodes and if all the rest of the four horsemen are fighting each other in the ring and Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair get out of the ring and get out of the melee, do they just stand together in the aisle talking to each other? Fuck no. They're
course
beating the
not.
shit out of each other.
No, but
Then they go talk in the back.
But they're not on stage still. And they could have missed out on the crowd was
there.
not.
Watch it again. They were there.
Okay, fine, but it's you kind of give, they get away with it because no one's watching them. I mean, if Ric Flair and Arn Anderson
I'd be watching
are at the
them.
ramp, we would be watching them. The crowd
would be
be
watching
watching
them.
But because of the simple fact that the crowd was still engaged on the action in the ring, it may as well have been backstage. I mean, who knows? I mean,
Would it have been too much of a stretch to shoot that scene backstage?
No, it would have been better. It would have been better.
And
But-
it's only one thing that I didn't like about an excellent show.
Okay.
A show that I would give 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. But the end is big. But when I said that, I really, really loved...
I just was disappointed.
when I said I really, really loved the end, what I mostly meant was it ends when the program starts. So
Yeah.
even though, it was a pretty entertaining show, and I would have been fine if they would have just kept it a tag team match as the main event, I would have been cheering because those entrances were great. They were really strong entrances.
I think it could have even been better if she did the run-in. They didn't have a match, and they just set up the match for next season.
Right. No,
you know?
absolutely. So they have the match. She could even turn on her tag team partner, of course, but don't pin her
Yeah.
because that's not how professional wrestling goes.
Yeah, because they basically already killed the angle.
That's
They didn't build it.
That's a good point. I don't know why
didn't build any
it
heat.
didn't bother me all that much.
Yeah, I'm just it's just, wrestling 101 shit. Show really had a real League of Their Own type of vibe, don't you think?
Yeah. As far as them all getting together and singing a song together.
Yeah, and they all look out for each other, and
Yeah.
there's
We are
the father
members
figure
of the All-American team. We've come from cities. We got small titties. We are Americans. Yeah, Irish ones and Swedes. We're all for one. Sorry about the
we're
floor.
all American.
Some
Well, what
of
do
them were
you
very
give this?
Madonna
do you
was
give
very
it a
voluptuous.
10?
Yeah, absolutely. And also, I mean, because what I was saying is the very, very, very end, literally the last moment we see is what I really went gaga over. In that, okay, it was a great show, but again, we're still kind of seeing it from their point of view, not from the audience's point of view. So it'd be cool if it is picked up for a second season, if we actually
I think
see
it will be.
the program, and it's awful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we're seeing it as a television show, it's just fucking miserable. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that would be interesting. That will set up more conflict amongst the girls, and that could project a full arc of another 10 episodes. So that would be cool.
I have
if they
no
go in that
doubt there'll
direction.
be a season 2.
It's huge.
It was so well received.
All right.
Well, we'll be back
Yeah,
in a
10
few
out of 10,
with
Great balls of fire. What are we going to do? We're just going to give our overall general reaction to it. We're going to make a decision at the very end whether or not this goddamn pay-per-view will be inserted into our Squared Circle Cinema Big Four. With the muffler Ryan Bruckner.
and we're back.
And we're back. All right, man. Great balls of fire. What'd you think?
What did you think? Who were we watching it with?
Huh? I don't know. I thought it was whatever. I don't know. It was great. It's fine. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm glad you had so much to contribute.
I have nothing to contribute. I don't know. I'm a little lower energy, kind of tired. I want to go home. I want to go to bed. Look, dude, it's Sunday at 9 o'clock on a school night. Let's wrap it up.
Well, did it make it into the Pantheon?
Not in my opinion, no. I would way rather watch Survivor Series. Here's the thing. I liked the theme music. I love that they bought the rights to that. I wanted a little more stage production. I was hoping that
They just don't do that
they
anymore.
don't do it anymore,
though.
and fuck that. So that doesn't mean it's okay.
Do you think they'll
Just
do it at
because we're used to
SummerSlam?
them not doing. No,
That's the question. You think
No.
it'll just be the
they
generic
only do it at
set?
WrestleMania, which is fucking
They should
bullshit.
do
And
it
even
at
the
SummerSlam.
WrestleMania stages are all, just LED.
Are you telling me
screens
that
and-
WrestleMania stages aren't good?
they're amazing? They're amazing. Okay, I don't know where I was going with that.
It was like it
All
was
right,
okay.
no, WrestleMania.
I thought the main
30
event was
not
great.
a good stage.
Main event was great.
Main event was great.
Joe looked really strong. He got a lot of his shit in. I've
Ambulance
never
match
seen
was
Brock
solid.
Lesnar sell like that. Ambulance match was like okay, but the post match shenanigans with the jaws of life, top notch. That was great.
Oh, okay. That was
We've
great.
never seen the jaws of life in
I've never seen it up
wrestling
close before. I thought that was great. But as I was saying, I wanted the stage to look like a 50s diner.
Yeah.
And I wanted them to be dragged by car
Roller
hop
skate
girls
girls.
on roller skates.
And then what if okay, let's design this set. We've got the Titantron
yeah.
made to look like it's a drive-in theater movie screen.
That's cool.
And then let's have a whole bunch of pink Cadillacs. The fuck? It's a bunch of savages out here with their fireworks.
It's July 9th, people. Get a fucking life.
Fireworks are illegal in Pomona.
And fireworks are illegal in Pomona.
And now I have to...
And now you set off my car alarm. I'm not pausing. I'm not fucking pausing. We're wrapping it up, Ryan.
Roll with it, man. Roll with it.
I can't do this by myself. I'm like Garth in Wayne's World right now. You ever see that scene in Scanners when that dude's head blew up? Where the fuck are your keys, man? This is dead air. All right, it stopped.
It wasn't my car. It was my wife's car.
I also liked the women's title match. I thought that
There
was
an
great.
ambulance
Outside?
in the match.
Oh! That's great. She was watching too. What'd you think? Babe, what'd you think of the event? Seriously. What'd you think? How many stars out of 7?
I
How-
thought it was cool, especially if there's like real blood.
She didn't watch any of it. She was in the back.
watched
No, I'm having a great time. No, I want to stand away from all of you guys. I don't want to be in that room with you
wanted to
watching
see real
this. You did. You got your wish. Wow, she's
Well, anyway.
sadistic in nature.
We were talking about the set before that dickhead lit off a firework and scared my poor boy.
Dusty. I heard that fireworks open up something viscerally, like the vibration. Like there's something that we don't hear in a firework that really affects dogs. Like it triggers their brainstem, emotionally.
What do dogs do in times of war? Do they just all hide?
I don't know. You never see a dog leading a march, though.
So okay, Titantron is a drive-in movie theater screen.
This is what you want it to be.
Yes.
Okay, because this is what we saw. In the intro package, it was a driver thing. That's great.
Yeah.
The intro
but the
was
actual
great.
Titantron.
Love
and
it.
then what if we have down the ramp a whole bunch of pink Cadillacs and 50 styles cars?
Yes.
Like they're watching the movie.
Yes.
On the screen.
Would you go as far as even have extras? Like people dressed in poodle skirts and stuff? Or we just need the Cadillacs?
I think just the Cadillacs, because then they could come into play later with violence.
The only Cadillacs involved were computer generated. So that's unfortunate.
The only vehicle involved was an ambulance.
was an ambulance, so that's kind of a missed opportunity. It was a good event. I just thought I just kind of want him to play a
bunch
little
of fucked
more.
finishes, like the 30-minute Iron Man match, tag team match. That was a shitty finish, and then there was a count out finish in the women's match.
Well, shit, dude. All we watched were finishes, though.
Basically,
We knocked.
we watched the last 5 minutes of each match, except for the last two.
Yeah, last two.
We watched the last two matches.
Like, yeah, we don't need we don't need a 30-minute Iron Man tag match. We got the countdown clock right there.
Yeah,
down
we
to
saw the
6
controversy.
minutes. We got the falls.
What about that Alexa Bliss arm dislocation
Great
spot?
Great spot. Never
One of
seen
the
that
best
before.
ever.
Yeah. Well, that was a great match. That was the
So,
highlight for me.
For those of you that didn't see
Alexa
it,
Bliss versus it's going to pop off again.
oh, poor Dusty.
Oh, Dusty dog. Fucking losers. It's a Sunday night.
Seriously.
I'm going to be ashamed of yourselves out there.
Um,
Although here I am watching this wrestling event with the volume up to fucking 99 we're yelling at each other just so we can hear ourselves think, and I'm like yelling at that ambulance spot, like yeah. So I mean, maybe
It's
they're
not
just
as
getting
bad as a
back.
firework.
Oh, maybe it's retaliation.
Man, that dickhead made me lose my train of thought.
Thank God.
Women's match. It was good.
Okay.
It'll probably be a rematch at SummerSlam. Do you think there will be a Great Balls of Fire 2?
Nah, probably not.
How long do they have the rights to this?
So they purchased the rights to the song, and this is
Yeah.
obviously not in imminent domain, correct? Because it's
No,
a 50s
they
song.
purchased the rights to the song. How much do you think that
So
costs?
you think it's just a one-off? All right, we're wrapping it up. I don't have anything else to say.
Hopefully there's a second one.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, I liked the Lesnar Samoa Joe match quite a bit, and I should have talked about this earlier, but I also liked the promo package leading up to it. I thought it was very intense. I liked when Samoa Joe put Paul Heyman into a choke submission, but, and this is kind of old school of me, maybe I'm getting this from Larry Zbyszko, or that kind of mentality, but I wish they didn't touch. I don't
Really?
want them to touch before the match. It would have been a little bit
no,
more
I like that
enrapturing.
they touched because they kind of weren't using Samoa Joe well up till that point.
Yeah.
So they needed to show him getting shit done against Brock Lesnar because he's lost to Finn Balor already and Seth Rollins and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they needed to establish him as a true contender before the match. So you
Okay.
know.
So I was wrong.
It's not like he had an undefeated monster streak leading into it like Braun Strowman or something. He was just, one of the guys.
Yeah, but I always thought it was cool when you get that slow burn and leading up to a match, they never actually get in any kind of physical altercation because it just
They
saves
did that
it all.
with Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. They do it for the people that they like better,
Oh, really? You think so?
basically.
I just
They'll
thought-
do it with Braun Strowman for sure.
Huh.
I bet you he won't touch Brock Lesnar until their match.
Okay. So you think this isn't going to be a long-term plan for Samoa Joe?
I think
Where is
Brock
he-
Lesnar is going to face Roman Reigns at SummerSlam, and
Where's
then
Samoa
maybe down
Joe-
the line they'll have a rematch.
Where's Samoa Joe at SummerSlam, say?
I don't know. That's tough to say. Maybe it'll be a three-way.
Oh, that's
Do you
hot.
think the beef is squashed between Braun and Roman, or what? Is that over?
No.
Do you think that'll be
No,
like
of
a
course
Hell in
not.
the Cell match or something at SummerSlam?
Yeah, probably.
And then a
because,
rematch
the guy
of Brock and
could
Joe?
have killed him for crying out loud.
Yeah, that's
I
definitely
really
not
love
settled.
the angles where the intent of the aggressor is to murder the opponent. So Roman Reigns had a nice little moment where he's looking in the side view mirror,
Yeah.
like, "Are you really going to do this, pal?" Although at that vantage point, I'm sorry, folks, if you look into the side mirror, you're not looking back at yourself. Okay, I'm sorry, unless you severely adjust it, in which case you're exposing a huge blind spot. Okay, I know this because I just took a $5 traffic school online.
You're always getting tickets.
Okay,
How many points do you have on your license?
0.
Oh, okay.
0. I've been fortunate enough to spread it out over a year and a half regularly. So I get like one every year and a half. But the intent of Roman Reigns was to not inflict pain, but to murder.
Yeah.
So he had second thoughts. I love that. I think that's compelling. I think yeah, that backstage.
I wish Jim Ross was there to call that.
Oh yeah, I would have made it so much better.
Yeah,
And how,
he would say Roman, think of your family.
yeah, I know. Yeah, he made it so much better.
Yeah. I don't think they even said anything until the crash happened.
And you need that.
Yeah, you need the commentary.
You do. Yeah.
All right.
It
Well,
helps us think our thoughts.
I am Ryan the Muffler, and this is for all the women who want to be me and for all the men who come to see me.
Okay, there you go. See, before searching his catchphrase for the outro, he was like, I should make a list of all the catchphrases I do because I'm worried.
Have I done that one?
Someday I'm going to do a repeat. Yes, you've done that one before, you idiot. And you were so excited about it. You were
man.
like, before we recorded, you're like, oh my God, I can't wait for my outro. Oh my God, oh
No,
my God, oh my
'cause
God.
I kinda
And you
had
said
a
it like,
feeling-
and for the men who come and see me.
I had a
You don't
feeling
remember
that
that at
I
all?
did do that one.
Yeah, you
God
did.
damn it.
Do over. Do it again. I'll wait.
Ah,
I'll wait.
all right.
Mine's terrible. I'll just do mine right now. Mine's
What's another one I could do?
mine's she better not quit her daytime job. Okay, go. I got a full 2 brand new AA batteries in this Zoom recorder, so I could be here all night.
Oh.
Get comfy, Grace.
Well, I want to
Grace,
start.
get comfy. We're not leaving. No, we're not leaving yet. We're not leaving yet, Grace.
I want to start by saying Master P is a pro wrestler. And, oh, fuck.
What do you want to finish by saying something, or you're just going to start by saying something?
Just typing.
Typing.
Here. Typing. Oh.
This is the best. This is the highlight of my year, hands down. This is like the proudest moment of my life. Oh God, I wish this was a video podcast. You're sweating.
Oh, God. Ain't I great?